Today on the podcast, we're talking mumble rap, inspirations, and Kanye. This is the Kansas City Podcast. Welcome to the Kansas City Podcast. I'm your host, Cole Lindbergh. Many of you know me as the guy with the silly hats. And if not, it's nice to meet you. You know, each week here on the Kansas City Podcast, we're joined by a one-of-a-kind KC native for a conversation on life in the city of fountains. And I'm joined today by, he's a rapper. He has I'm calling it his untitled masterwork, soon to be titled, soon to be released, coming out in September. Please welcome to the show, D'Angelo Hicks. How are you, sir?
I'm good, and you?
Hey, man, I'm doing great. It's very nice to talk to you today.
Hey, nice. Thanks for having me. Thank you.
Yeah. So let's talk about a couple weeks ago we had Phil on the show. I know you were friends with Phil.
Yeah, that's my partner.
He in that podcast, I had never seen such a response to a show like what when we posted Phil's episode. It was insane. People were just running through the streets, going crazy. And he told me when I spoke to you, or when he said, when you speak to D-Lo, he is like the man. He said that you were like one of his favorite KC rappers. So how do you feel about that? How do you answer to that?
I mean, that's like my label mate. He's like my... To be completely honest, if it isn't somebody that's mainstream commercial, like out right now, Philip is like the artist that I listen to. Like, we worked so hard on the Swim Sessions album, and I just like really enjoy listening to the album. Swim is my favorite track, along with Clark Avenue. I remember we were in the studio recording the last track. I think the album was 8 tracks, and we felt like we should have rounded it out. So a day or two before the album dropped, we recorded Swim, and I remember he just had the verse and the beat, and then we went in and added like some mannerisms. We were trying new things to get like this like boisterous feel out. Like, okay, we've shown you he can be humble and things like that, but it's time to like get your shit off, you know what I mean? Because it's a lot of rappers in the city that we felt locally, like they were getting their shit off, but they weren't, that guy. And so I was like, you got to do this one to show them like that we here now. So I appreciate Philip for that. He's my hype man. Whenever I write verses, I call him immediately, and I'm like, yo, what you think of this verse? And then I can kind of tell, by his response, on whether or not that shit is tight.
I like it. So let's talk about, you're working on something right now.
Yes, I am.
And it's coming out in September. So why don't you tell me a little bit about, tell me about it. What's your process? How are you working on it?
Okay, so it's going to be, we're planning on 5-track, just a little short playlist, and basically what I wanted to do was capture my life as a 21-year-old black male, like in America, because growing up, I had seen, like my closest cousin, his name was Lamont. He died, 10 days after he turned 21. And I remember like growing up and going through high school and how everyone was like, I went to inner city schools, those teachers are kind of tough. If you get the right one, they'll tell you, 2 of y'all is going to be working at McDonald's, 1 of y'all going to be in jail, and 1 of y'all going to be dead, right? So just like constantly hearing, you're going to die before 21. You turn on the TV, die 21, black male, And then to actually see that happen to someone that was like so close to me was always something like that I feared. And especially going into like those late teen years, 18, 19, it's something that, you try to evade. I went off to college, try to evade that lifestyle. You don't want to be caught up in the inner city, in those summers get hot, and end up dying. So it was like a real fear that I had. And I was like, we're doing this rap thing right now, and the only thing that's like constantly on my mind is like that fear of death. And so I was like, I got to speak about it because I know somewhere else, there's somebody out there going through that same thing, that's seen that 10 times over. And I felt like if I could put my all into the music to convey that message and to tell, like to tell them my story, that it would give them something to play at night whenever they felt scared, like I would do with like my idols, like, to kind of get through it. So basically it documents things like death at an early age, before your time. It also documents like love. Like another thing that I was like fearing, like when we really started doing the music, was I had a girlfriend, since my junior year in high school. And, going off to college, a lot of people split. And we had our breakups and our makeups, and going into the music, and to go back to my, label mate Philip, like he's my favorite rapper. And like, when I heard him rap, I believed like in the dream again. Like I believed that we could make it. And, it could be like really selfish. It is really selfish. But one of the things that I always thought, is when I make it, there's always that temptation of women, and I have a girlfriend. So it's like this constant battle with myself. It's like, am I content with my girlfriend and living the lifestyle that I want to live, or do I not fear, going out and trying to be a rapper, and how do I duck like that temptation of like the other women like that I know would be there when we made it big. So like it works through the interweavings of love and relationship like that. I know I got a song, it's called Loving You. Actually, it talks about, the time where I told my girlfriend, like before we started the Swim Sessions album, it was the last breakup that I had with my girlfriend. I told her, I said, hey, I'm working, I'm going to school, and we working on the album. And it was a time where she was just like, hey, we don't spend enough time together. And I was like, you know what? That's something that I just don't have right now. So we split for about a month and a half while I was working on the album. And so it was just kind of like an ode to her, the song Loving You. Like in the beginning, I go, I've been on my high horse lately, cause I'm like, you good enough for now, but if I become a superstar, then kind of like, fuck you. Like I gotta go get the other girl. So I go, I've been on my high horse lately. I kick it with my niggas too much. And I don't want to go back home and have to face it. Put a fake ass smile on, like everything is all good. Tell you I love you, I should say that shit back, but my pride too big to swallow. Like it's like that's a thing that we also hold near and dear to our heart in the Black community, is like that Black pride, and to take a woman through that, it's kind of hard to admit. Like the whole time I was conscious of all my actions that I was doing, and I felt like the only way to make that right, I guess, would be to get back with her and then like tell her, my thoughts, and be like, hey, if you want to like work with me through that, then let's go. And so it's really,
but you're telling your thoughts through the music though.
Yeah, through the music. So it's the whole album is just really any like problems or things that were on my mind as a young adolescent. I got to get that off my chest before I can move forward. So that's why it is songs like that. And that's why we kept it so short, as 5 songs, because I mean, other than shit like death, I mean, life's...
Well, that's I mean, that's the thing. Like, like we're all gonna die someday. Yeah. But I mean, for it to be so prevalent on your mind, and wanting to, really talk about it in such a way and express yourself in such a way through music. I mean, that's an outlet for so many people. So, I mean, it's amazing that, you're able to find that and look and say, you know what, I've got some anxiety about this. I've got some deep thoughts about this. And I don't think just talking about it is going to make me feel any better.
Yeah, that's all I knew. Like, since I've been little, I've been making music. So that's like, I can't afford therapy. So let's just get this shit off my mind in the studio. But... yeah, it was 5 tracks. It
is going to be 5 tracks.
Yeah, purposely, because I don't have all the problems in the world. Like, that's not like what I'm saying, but the problems that I do have, I felt like I had to talk about it. So we kept it short, and then for money purposes too, because what we want to do is we want to take and do a video for each of the songs. So that's 5 songs, and really like convert that into a movie that'll be playable, because I feel like being from the city, from this city at least, the thing is you record a song and then you make like this bullshit music video where you just like in a couple like landmarks and shit, like
you're standing on you're standing next to like the World War One museum.
That's everyone's favorite location.
Union Station, or what's the one that I always see? It's somebody like standing like right down the West Bottoms.
Yeah, in the West Bottoms. Yeah, you know the spots.
Yes,
I
know all the spots. I've seen them all before, because that's like, hey, we got to record a video. Okay, well, here's what we need. We need like a cool landmark, and then we need like a cool beat up building.
Yeah, some typical
and then we
shit.
need something with like the city in the background, and that's because you got to represent KC.
Yeah.
And so let's go stand on the hill up here, and we'll film it.
Yeah, that shit crazy. It's been like that since before I've been in high school, but that's when I started noticing it. But like I've always been like pretty visual as well. I remember I shot my first music video. Please don't look it up, because it's still out there.
And we will link to that video on the website.
I don't got that account for the YouTube, but that shit was trash. It was that same typical mode, and I was like, at the time I was even like, man, I'm better than this, but like the resources, like I didn't have the resources to do what I wanted to do. Yeah. And now that I put myself in a position, where I am actually getting, some income that I could spend and invest on myself, I wanted to do it in the right way. So the videos was like, to get the visuals, like I have to like do a video for all of them because I've waited so long. So like this is like my reward, like it's my gift to myself that I'll present to the world.
How would you describe your style?
My style?
Is it smooth and floaty?
I wish I could say smooth and floaty, because that's like the type of music that I would love to make, but my voice just doesn't fit on all those records all the time.
I could pick that up.
So I mean, I guess if I had to say a style, it's just really, I try to make it as soulful as possible.
Well, like Marvin Gaye?
Not like that soulful. Like we'll take that like a Marvin Gaye sample and chop it up and make it some cool shit.
Oh, okay.
But like,
sorry, that's my reference for soul.
But I mean, I wouldn't call it a style. I just try to be as honest as possible in the music. So like I said, whatever's on my mind, whatever that I'm feeling, I have to like write about it. That's like the only thing I know. So I don't know, 4 years, let's say I'm the biggest rapper, that can change. Like I'm probably not going to be fearing death. I'll probably be fearing like STDs and shit, because who wears condoms?
or money problems, right?
Yeah, I'll have some money problems, so I'll just talk about money then.
Well, I mean, that's a lot of rap songs. That's how, I mean, I feel like every other song is like, somebody else took my money.
Yeah.
It's all about money.
Yeah, I got to get my bread.
So give me your, I always ask this to bands, because I think it's always interesting when they talk about influences and stuff, because I really think that you could take like any band, you could ask them, you could say like, hey, what's like the 3 bands that like, if you put them together, what's your band?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like, what's the 3 like rappers or influences that you put together in your mind? Like, hey, this is representative of what I'm trying to do.
Okay. Not necessarily, I mean, I guess everybody tries to be Hov, but
yeah,
Jay-Z is definitely like at the top. Like, I think it's unbelievable for like a guy to just, be like, hey, like, he'll go in the studio and then he'll be like, okay, and the winner is Hov, and then Rock Boys come out and then like that shit is like crazy. Or like he'll go in and like, I don't know, back in 2000, like I don't know how much you keep up with rap, but back in 2000, like niggas was wearing jerseys, and Jay-Z went in there in 2008 and was like, let's change clothes, and he makes change clothes, and you just, everybody, like the world stops, like New York, the biggest city, and Jay-Z, the biggest artist in the biggest city, like the world pays attention. And just to go in there and be like, this is what I want to do, and just not write that shit down, like Hov is the GOAT to me.
No, he just goes off the dome. He just stands there and just makes it happen.
Yeah,
it's insane.
Yeah, so definitely Hov. People would probably kill me right now for this, but Kanye West, he's
been in the news lately.
He's been in the news like way too much. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know why. Like I have an idea of why, and I've seen a couple of things, but Kanye West was like my idol growing up. Like he gave me my confidence. Like as
you ever seen him live?
As a youth, yeah, I definitely seen him live. Actually, the first time I seen him live, he was here with Jay-Z.
Yeah, I was there too at Watch the Throne.
Yeah, Watch the Throne. That's when I became like a uber Jay-Z fan.
That that tour was crazy.
That tour was
There
crazy.
was fire, and like they started the beginning and played Otis at the beginning, and like they one side of the stage and the other side.
They
that
did
was
like
insane.
four encores when they was here.
They played the same
crazy.
song 4 times, if I remember right.
I wish I could have seen the Yeezus tour. Oh, excuse me.
Yeah.
I wish I would have seen the Yeezus tour when he was here. I guess Kansas City don't love Kanye because he has 5,000 seats, so I definitely could have moved up and shit. But I got to see him live in Chicago, like Kobe.
In Chicago?
Yeah, in Chicago. Yeah. One of the things, like, I got to speed up my bucket list because Kobe had retired, and Kobe my favorite player. And I remember my friend Amadine, his name Amadine Isaac. I gotta give him a mad shout out because I'm like hella pissed. But he had got to see Kobe. He had went to Oklahoma City to see Kobe in like that last year that he played. And I'm like, damn, bro, I never get that experience. Like, you didn't even text me. So I was like, let's kick things off the bucket list. Kanye, my favorite artist. I gotta go see Kanye in Chicago. And like, it was amazing. Like, it was on the Life of Pablo tour. He showed up hours late. Like, it was crazy, but his wife had got like robbed like the week before and shit.
Oh, that's when,
so like you couldn't even be mad. When she was in
yeah.
the hotel. So you couldn't even be mad at that. But like to still show up like the week after, I think it was 4 days later he performed in Chicago. So 4 days later to even show up at all and not cancel on us was amazing. And then like just the city of Chicago, like they love Kanye West. Like, you can tell in the building, like the atmosphere was crazy.
What's your favorite Kanye album?
Favorite Kanye album? It fluctuates all the time. People will probably kill me for this one too, or maybe not, but it's the Hype Beast album, man. It's My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. Gorgeous. Best track when he was like, he said,
Runaways?
Nah, not Runaway. Gorgeous.
Oh, yeah.
I gotta look that shit up. Real quick. What do you say on Gorgeous? As soon as I see the first like line, I know exactly like the whole song.
Don't worry, I can cut this out.
Yeah.
With the silence of radio, it's cool.
I figured that.
Yeah.
Gorgeous. I don't know how to spell it.
It is a difficult word.
It's very difficult.
Yeah. How did you try to spell it?
I spelled it G-E...
Nope, that's way off.
Yeah.
That's Gert. That's Gert.
Man, I don't even got no signal in here. This one ain't loading up.
Do you want to have a spelling bee?
Yeah, here you go.
Okay, all right.
But when Kanye was like, he said, so like the penitentiary chances, the devil dances and eventually answers to the call of autumn, all them falling. For the level balling, got caught with 30 Rock. The cop looked like Alec Baldwin. I was like, oh, like that shit was so cold. Like, it had my attention like the whole time. And then he goes, he said, but face it, he said, based off the way we was branded, face it, Jerome get more time than Brandon. I was just like, oh, like this is me in like 9th grade. I'm like, oh man. He said, but we stayed winning. This week has been a bad massage. I need a happy ending and a new beginning and some job opportunities that's lucrative. This the real world. Homie, school finished. They done stole your job. You don't know who did it. Like, that verse was crazy. Then he had Kid Cudi on the hook. And the verse 2, when he started talking about the girl with the American Apparel, he said, take them glasses off and get in the pool. It's been a while since I was like...
Yeah.
Kanye, man.
So, all right, so you got Kanye, you got Jay-Z. Who's the last one then?
The last one is real hard because, like, I like all the artists that are out right now, like the mainstream artists, which probably are like Drake, J. Cole, Kendrick.
What do you think of the mumble?
The mumble rap? I ain't even gonna lie. I got how old my brother 13.
Yeah.
It's some songs that I really like I was playing them for my girlfriend. She ain't even think I was like serious, but some of the mumble rap is cool. Like, I don't hate on none of it because like they the same age as me and they like where I want to be. Like, granted, it's like mumble rap and like they riding waves and stuff, and like there's no longevity in that. But,
so it's a total fad.
Yeah. But the fact that they are where I want to be and they're the same age, like I could never hate on that. My favorite mumble rapper, like at the moment.
See, I don't even understand though, like what it classifies it as mumble rap.
Mumble rap. You don't understand.
Just don't understand what they're saying.
You don't know what they be saying. But I don't really know anymore either. because like Lil Pump, right?
Yeah.
I ain't listened to the whole Lil Pump album, but Gucci Gang, like I know he's saying Gucci Gang.
Yeah.
I think they just
He says it the whole song.
Yeah, I think they just throw like if you a whack rapper, they're gonna call you a mumble rapper. You know what I mean?
Well, see, that's because when I think of music and like you think of. All right, your voice is an instrument, right? And so there are so many bands that I can think of in the past where like songs I used to grow up with where you don't know what the hell they're saying. Like, you just be like, la la la, yeah. Like you're making up your own words. But I feel like hip hop and rap, like since it is such a music style that is built on the lyrics and it's built on the voice, like that's the driving force in it,
and the story, and they don't really got no story.
That's right. It's just like strip, and I can't get on board with it, and I don't know why, because I feel like it should be, I should be listening to music and the whole factor of it, but it just doesn't click for me.
Yeah, it didn't catch my ear at first. Like I was like a huge ass hater. Like I ain't even wow. Like I was like, damn, these niggas like really made it off of that. Like I could do that. Like let me put me in the studio, But like, what's my song? They don't get me wrong too. All of them kids, like they share like the same message that I shared. Like for the most part, like don't none of them smoke, don't none of them do drugs. Like they like real good people. And so like I really like mess with them like for that. Like the song that I like right now is by this dude. His name Ugly God, right? He got a song. Yeah, his name is Ugly God.
Okay.
He say you be having like a lot of white people on this, like on the podcast. They gonna be like, man, he say nigga a lot.
Well, no, that's fine. I mean,
it's cool.
I want it to be representative of you.
Man. Me. Yeah, I'll be saying. Yeah, we just had to talk about that in the barbershop, but that's another like. We'll talk about that off air. But it's a dude. His name Ugly God, right? And he say he the guy of like all the ugly niggas. So like that shit like mad funny. Like I had to pay attention to it. And then he had this song called Water, right? And he just be like, water.
That's the whole song?
Yeah, like for the most part, like it'd be like some cool like stuff in there. But like he got this one song, that shit crack me up all the time. But he go, stop smoking Black and Miles with your dusty ass. Like it's mad funny.
And then he just starts saying water again?
Nah, this is a totally different song. It's called yes, Black and Miles is what it's called. But it just give me hype, especially like when he be like he said, I pulled up on you, you was in that Honda. He's like, we waited 30 minutes for a crank. Some like, he's just like talking like bad shit about like people that like smoke Black and Miles. And I was like, man, that shit like hella cool. Like, it's still a message and it's like, hey, kids, don't smoke Black and Miles. Like, that shit fuck up your life. Like,
yeah.
But like, yeah, some of them cool. Like, I listen to it like whenever I'm like in that mood. Like, cause like, to be honest, like for real, like, I'm like, I like to say like that. I'm a lyricist, like I be trying to get lyrical, but I don't be trying to like listen to that lyrical shit like all day, every day.
Yeah.
Like try listening to like, I don't know, whoever your favorite lyrical nigga is, like try listening to him in 100 Degree Weather. Like it's not working out. Like that nigga yelling in the mic, like it's not.
Yeah.
So you gotta listen to some mumble rappers like every now and then to keep like the party hype and stuff. And girls like mumble rappers too. Like they just like to turn up, so it's all good.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna give it another chance. I'll give it another chance. Yeah. Based on your endorsement here, I will give it another chance. I'm more interested in Ugly Guy.
Hey, listen to it's another one. Listen to Lil Yachty. He got a song.
Oh yeah.
He got a song on his album. It's called I think his album is called like Teenage Fever or something like that. I'm probably like messing it all up. It's like his first like debut album, but he got a song on there. I told my girlfriend we was gonna play at our wedding, and she like was not having it at all. But yeah. Listen to a couple mumble rappers. All
right. Hey everyone, Cole here from the Kansas City Podcast. Just a reminder, this Friday night at the Record Bar, the Kansas City Air Guitar Qualifier starts at 8 o'clock. I think it's only like $5-10 to get in, 10 I think. Gotta come out, gotta check it out, see the best of what Kansas City air guitar has to offer. The event will be hosted by a podcast guest we had here on the show, Eric Mean Moline. And of course, you just may get the chance to see my air guitar alter ego. If that is of interest to you, come out this Friday night at the Record Bar. All right, back to the show. We got Hove. We got Kanye.
We got Kanye.
You know, we still got to hit that third person.
We got to hit the third one.
We keep diverting, but that's okay.
If I had to pick one right now, and I apologize,
Cardi
J. Cole. Nah, I do like Cardi's new album though. Like, bro, I don't even want to get into that because, like, yeah.
Why not? Get into it.
Cardi is cool. The song though, when she comes on, it's called Bacon Head, and I don't even know the lyrics like that. It come on like mad vulgar. She'd be like, this for all my nasty hoe. Like, you can't play that in the car with your grandma. But the hook, she'd be like, I don't even know what the hook is, but she'd be like, block, block, like a chicken noise. She'd be like, get some bread, block, block. And
she's like, cool.
It's mad hype. Like, they spent a lot of money to make Cardi B like sound real good, and she was working hard. So like, I really respected like that too.
Yeah.
Like, anybody that come up, I cannot knock they hustle. Like,
right.
So I just paid attention, and like the album was actually like pretty good.
It wasn't bad.
Yeah, it wasn't bad at all. Bad. But
all right, your third.
Apologize to J. Cole like right now because I will be famous, and like I know he ain't gonna have the time to look it up, but like the internet find everything, and they gonna find this, and they gonna be like, yo, J. Cole, he didn't put you in the top 3. But sorry, it's gotta go to Kendrick, and it's gotta go to Kendrick only because when I was growing up, like, right, you know, your influence comes from your parents. And when I was growing up, my dad was always this big, like, damn, I shouldn't even probably say this or nothing, but like statute of limitation. Like, my dad ain't gang banging no more, but I remember my dad used to gang bang, right? He used to bang Crip or whatever, and that was back in the 90s, right? Like when like the gang culture was like tough, and like gang culture was toughest in LA. So like that's the music like that my dad related to or whatnot, right? Yeah. So Kendrick got that like that LA vibe like that. Well, I really like.
Compton.
Growing up, like, so I got to give it to Kendrick just for that. And then not only does he have like that Compton, you know, like LA swag in the music, but I like the fact that he can take that, right, be unapologetically black, and then tell stories. Like, one of my favorite songs from Kendrick is How Much a Dollar Costs, right? Yeah. And so in that song, he's like at this gas station or whatnot, and he's pumping his gas, you know, probably in a Lamborghini or whatnot. And a guy comes up to him, you know, and he's like, hey, can I get $1? And excuse me. But he like, can I get $1? And Kendrick like, yo, I ain't really trying to give you no like money, because I know how the homeless people be. You're gonna take this $1 and you're gonna spend it on whatever you spend it on, whether it be drugs, alcohol, you know. And he was like, so I can't give it to you at that time, because if I give it to you, I'm enabling you to do those things. And the dude is like, you know what? You're not gonna give me $1 and you like riding around in a Lamborghini. And Kendrick like, yeah, but like I worked hard to get this. And then, to make the long story short, at the end, the dude goes, since you didn't want to give me $1 and you were riding around in these things that God's blessed you with, then let me tell you the truth. I am God, and you couldn't give me $1, right? As who I am here on earth, shows that you don't really show empathy for and compassion for other people. And because of that, I can't show any sympathy for you when I don't open the gates of heaven for you. So now he said, what's the price of $1? He said, the cost of having a spot in heaven, embrace your loss. Like, the fact that he can do that is like crazy, because when I'm making music, I ain't even gonna lie, like, God don't like to make a song about Jesus don't really cross my mind. It don't really cross hip hop mind for it, like for real, because the biggest Jesus song is Jesus Walks. That was Kanye on the radio. So to sit there and to get that intricate with a song like that, that's something that I truly admire, and he has to be like in the top 3 for that. Just, you know.
No, yeah, I mean he spins a good story. That's because it's always like there's always some different level on it, some different level on some different level.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And that's why he won the
Pulitzer Prize.
Yeah, the Pulitzer Prize for writing. So, why the name D-Lo? I hate saying this. When I hear the name D'Lo, do you know what I think of?
What's that?
D'Lo Brown.
Oh, that's crazy. Nobody ever told me that. Like, for real, for real.
The wrestler.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. My dad watched wrestling all the time,
All
too.
right.
I used to watch
I think immediately of D'Lo Brown.
Yeah, that's crazy. People,
He's shaking his neck.
You gonna give me meme. You gonna give me meme.
I'm not trying to get you beat. No, I just like, wait, like, why D'Lo?
People
I mean, there's only a certain amount of people that know D'Lo Brown, so it's
Yeah.
okay. Don't worry.
For real.
Yeah.
It's because I could not think of a rap name like I come from like that mode, like the Kendrick mode, like not to compare myself, but like I can only call myself like the name that my parents gave me, right?
Yeah.
Like to make up a name to be like, hey, call me like this or that. Like I ain't even gonna lie. Like people name be whack, especially like in early hip hop. His name would be like, my name is Shaolin Master Grand Lock. Like I could never be like that.
Yeah.
And so I just went by, D'Angelo at first, and then people would come up to me with the jokes. Oh yeah, you sing Brown Sugar and all that corny stuff. So I was just like, this is what my friends call me as D'Lo. I think though for the EP, I'm gonna just put it out as D'Angelo Hicks to be like completely honest. Like call me by my name.
I'm trying to remember. There's a how like they can. Like you get your porn star name from like your dog and your street. Wait, how do you figure out your rapper name? Or do you just go to one of those rap name generators?
Hey, the rap name generator is whack. They need to like make a new website for the rap name generator, because when I put my name in, they always give me some dumbass like 80s stuff like the Shaolin, and I'm not gonna be like the Shaolin fridge. Like
I'm gonna put in my name right now. I'm on the rap name generator. I'm gonna see what I got.
Yeah, put that in.
Yeah, let's see.
My manager Dedrick, he be having a cool name in the rap name generator.
What's that?
I don't remember, but we be trying to get on the rap, so we're gonna put his through that. So keep it up until then, but then after that, y'all can take it down because it's whack.
All right, so my rap name, you ready for this?
Yeah, go ahead.
C. Cole Loaf.
C. Cole Loaf. Yeah, like who want to be C. Cole Loaf?
I don't want to be C. Cole Loaf.
That sound like some nasty bread like that your auntie bring to the Thanksgiving table.
You know what?
You want some C loaf?
Now it sounds like CeeLo, and I don't want to be associated with that. No.
CeeLo Green.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass
That
it.
nigga was all gold at the awards. Crazy. Some people get money and really don't know what to do.
So, full disclosure, we're recording this several months before like your thing comes out in September. I mean, where are you at? Like, are you almost there? Are you almost done? Are you like you just putting the finishing touches on it? Or are you gonna make it?
So this was the process for the album. I could not write unless I really felt it in my soul, because like every lyric had to mean something to me. Like I go back to like Pusha T, where he uses every bar as something. And so because I knew I was making it 5 tracks, I had to pack it as full as I could. As we speak, we are more than halfway done. I just sent a song to Philip for a feature on it. I don't want to like really talk about like that song, only because it may change. But I just sent him a feature for that, and then I got one more track, and then we'll be done. We're working on getting visuals now. I want to also, along with the 5 videos that I want to do, I want each song to come out kind of like as a single with its own artwork, and we're gonna do some pretty cool stuff with the artwork as far as tying that all back in together for the actual like EP artwork. So we are in like the final stages of like pre-listening, because all the songs are almost recorded, are almost done with recording. And then we'll listen and see what needs to be changed. I'm a firm believer in, if it's not what you think, go back and change it while you still got time. So we're gonna play it for ourselves and see how that feels. And me and my team will see where we are right there. But I feel pretty confident in what I've written up to this point, that these songs will stick.
Now, when it comes to songwriting, because have you written some stuff for some other people too?
I've written stuff for other people. Yes and no.
Okay.
Yes, I've written songs for other people. I used to do it in high school.
Yeah.
I want to be an R&B singer, like bad.
Oh.
But I can't sing. So I had a friend. It was tough. He had puberty and his voice was gone. but I used to write songs with him while he still had his voice, or songs for him while he still had his voice.
Yeah.
But since then, like, I haven't found anybody that I could write songs for. I've tried giving like songs out, but it has to be like to the right person. Like, I don't want to like work hard on like putting a song together in its entirety and then give it to somebody who's not willing to, you know, work as hard as me. Like, when I get in the studio, I'm locked in. Like I said, I broke up with my girlfriend. Like, I was locked into the studio.
Yeah.
So like, if you're not willing, you don't have to go that far, but if you're not willing to lock in with me, I can't do it, unless, you know, I write a song for you and then like their team does whatever they do with it, and then I get like my compensation. But like Phil probably told you, like, it's really hard for people to try to like buy music or anything.
Well,
like,
the music
in
industry is crazy right now.
Yeah.
Everybody's listening to stuff online. Records. There's no such thing as a record store anymore.
Yeah,
I mean,
ain't no real money. So if it ain't no real money, then people ain't willing to, you know, give out money for like a song. They're gonna go write whatever. Like, we already taught mumble rap, so they gonna mumble sing. Like, that's a thing too. So yeah, I've written songs for people. I would like to write songs for people. My team, we've been discussing, you know, like a female artist.
Yeah.
Just because I think myself and Philip can get into like that bag and really create some real good songs like for the world. But we need that like right artist. And yeah, so we on a search for that. I would be willing to write for anybody. But if I'm just gonna like I said, just give you the song, then it's just gonna cost a little bit.
Where do you want to be, like, you know, let's say 5 years from now? Like, do you want to be like top of Kansas City game? Like, do you think that you could be there? I mean, do you think that in Kansas City, you know, like, at least when I was talking to Phil and stuff, and we were talking about the Kansas City rap game and how, you know, it's just really, there's a lot of different artists out there. There's a lot of different people representing a lot of different styles of rap and styles of music. I mean, where do you see yourself fitting into the city?
So to be for real, I'm 21, but like, I'm finna be 22 in a couple weeks. So 5 years will make me 27. I've been doing this like for 5 years already.
Yeah.
So I feel like by the end of, you know, this year, headed into next year, like, when the album drop, like, if the city ain't mine, then we need to really like have a serious talk on where we are, you know, as a team, because like I said, I'm totally confident in my ability to make it. And if we can't, when, you know, this project drops, not that I'm placing all my bags in that, you know, right there, but we will have to have a serious talk, because I feel like the music that we've put out up until this point, you know, with the Swim Sessions album, and then what I look to do with my EP, I feel like we should be at the top. Like, people should be like, hey, you have to like take notice of those guys, and if they're not, then no, we'll see. But like I said, I've been doing music for like 5 years seriously now, like since I've been in high school. So another 5 would make that 10. That's my 10,000 hours. I feel like we should be perfected, and we should be at the top. Like, rap is a young man's sport. I miss coming into the game like when I was 18, like actually being on like the US's scheme. Like, I miss that. So I don't have like any more time to waste. Like 5 years from now, 27, like I need to be entering like my prime. Like, I need to be where Drake was when like views dropped. Like, you know, like the world has to be watching. That's how I feel like I should be. And not because like that's what I want, but I feel like when you put so much time into the music, that's like where you should be. Yeah. So you should know what you want for yourself, and that's one of the things that I want. I want to be the best, so that's where I should be. So,
you know, this is your chance to pitch. Tell the people where they can find you. Give them your information. Tell them where they can stay posted to learn more about the album when it drops and things like that.
Okay, so Facebook, we got a Clearwater Records music page. Me and Philip and I are the only artists on the label right now. That is where you can find anything Clearwater associated, whether it be him or me.
Riding the wave.
Yeah, riding that wave. Merchandise, like all that will be posted on the Facebook. We have a Twitter. Instagram, all Clear Records. If you want to find me personally, it's all my name. The real D'Lo KC is like my gamer tag. So that's where you can find me on. I just use that to like stay consistent, you know, I don't want too many logins. But that's where you can find me. We will have a Clearwater's music page by the end of the summer. So we're planning on that being just www.clearwatermusic.com. Please nobody take that, because finding a Clearwater email was like way harder than you would think.
Yeah.
But yeah, clearwatermusic.com is where we plan on that being, and then that's where we would do most of the posting. Just so you know, we centralize all those locations into one thing. Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you so much for being on the show. I appreciate it. I've learned a lot today.
Thanks for having me. I really appreciate it. You know, it's probably tough to have somebody like without any content come in, so I really appreciate you having me.
It's not so much it's not so much about having content. It's about being able to elaborate on where you're going.
Yeah, that's,
you know, and you are doing that.
Yeah,
you know, you're already focused on, you know, what your goal is and where you want to be at. So it has nothing to do with content. We're creating content right now, but having the ability to see yourself, you know, hey, I'm working towards something. This is what's on my mind. This is how I'm feeling. This is what I want to focus on and where I want to be at. You know that. It's evident. It's clear. You've got a lot of thoughts and a lot of things that are on your shoulders that you want to tell and talk to people about. Yeah. So I'm excited to hear how it comes out.
Thank you, and we'll keep you posted.
Well, you damn right you will.
You gotta tell us what size shirt you wear too, so we can send you the shirts as they come out.
It's a large. Yeah.
All right, cool.
Well, it depends on the month. My weight goes up and down like crazy.
We'll send you a medium for the summer.
No. Let's do a large. We'll do a large. Stick with a large. Remember, folks, you can check out our website, theKansasCityPodcast.com. You can find me on Twitter at Cole Lindbergh, our Facebook, Twitter, Instagram at Kansas City Pod. D'Lo, thank you so much for being on the show, man.
There it is.
There it is.
Thank you.
Have a great week. We'll see everyone next time here on the Kansas City Podcast.